flip and swim new gill. I actually got a, since I'm swimming it a lot too to cover water, I have a more of like a grub on there. It's actually Berkeley Havoc's new subwoofer that's on there. I really like it so far. It's got good action to it. Fishing anywhere from 2 to 4 feet of water. Yeah, they seem to all be relating to wood. We got some down trees. Lots of weeds under them. They're really tucked tight under the trees. You know, the water's really dirty too. You can probably see 8 inches. It's kind of like a green dirty, kind of like a pea soup dirty. Here's another one. Nice one. Look at that. There we go. Now we're on them. I guess that's a fish, man. I really didn't even know I had one hooked, to be honest. Dink.
Fish is a fish.
On the flip and swim. And see, he actually ate that one swimming. So, you know, that's a good thing about using the flip and swim is when you're not jigging it off the bottom or flipping it into cover, you know, it doubles as a swim jig. So, works out nicely.
Well, that could be wrong. Has happened once before.
Ooh. Getting pretty daring. Grab the camera, Jake. Grab the camera, quick. Did we get it on it? I hit him. You see that pocket way back in there? He was way back in there. Now I got him snagged up, and he is thrashing to beat hell. There we go. That's why you want a heavy hook. We got heavy braid. We're really tossing it back in those holes. You're gonna get yourself some fish doing that, buddy. My line is all sorts of messed up. There we go. Alright. Jake, you gave me that look when I pitched it in there like, what the hell is he doing? Well, that's why you do it right there. Now if you would have been 20 inches, I would have been alright with that. We'll take what we can get. Tell you one thing, I'm glad I left work early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, biggin. We got a biggin. Right here. Biggin. Pretty big one. Yep, that's a nice one. There we go, baby, on the flip and swim. Way up in them. Can you get those down trees up in there, Jake? They're up in that where that leaf cover is. He just ate it and ran, man. What we got here? 18.5, buddy. It's a pretty good one. On the flip and swim. You know, and usually in a situation like this with the water clarity, I would go with, you know, your black and blues or your darker colors. I mean, the water's, like I said, it's dirty. But I just have so much faith in this new gill color. You know, that sunfish imitator. I just caught so many fish on it this year that it's pretty much the first thing I always pick up. I watched that fish eat it. I literally watched that fish come out and eat that bait. Yeah, that fish literally just came out and just nailed it, man. He turned on it like crazy. So yeah.
Flip and swim is hot.
Like I said, the flip and swims are hot, man. And you know, to be quite honest, I'm pretty partial to the premieres. The rattles and everything, I like them. And I haven't gave the flip and swims a lot of time. I've caught a couple fish on them, but not a lot. But a situation like this where I'm starting the day on a lake I don't know, or I just want to cover water, you know, something like this is perfect because you can cast it out, you can jig it on the bottom, you can flip it into cover, you can swim it out deep, shallow. You know, it doesn't weed up when you're swimming it through the heavier cover or flipping it in there, so it's really It's really a good all-purpose jig. And they catch fish. Nobody's gonna complain about catching fish. Oh, another nice one. That one ate it swimming. Swimming the flip and swim up on the edge of these little, kind of like reeds, but they're all weeded over. I was swimming that right on the edge. That's a 16 or a 17 right there. That's a nice fish. Right on the newgill flip and swim. Killing it. He killed it, man. I haven't had a fish hit a lure that hard in a long time. But knocked the rod right out of my freaking hands. Different, you know, people here, you know, you would throw a spinner bait. Guys probably throw like some kind of crankbait, rip bait. And, you know, you're going to weed up a lot with those. Whereas this, you know, you slow roll it. I hit a weed. Just kind of give it a quick snap off it. And a lot of times that's going to trigger your strike. So, seems to be working pretty good right now. Jake just hit this one on a flip and swim. Get it, man. Get it, man. Get it up in here. Look at that. That is a dandy. Show them that jig, too, so they know. See, it's the salsa. But what he's got on it is a chartreuse double trailer. So, yeah, good fish, man. And what we found is the side of the lake we moved to is a lot clearer than the other side we were fishing. So let's get that up there. As you can see, it's right on the edge. So we got about an 18.5. When they bump it, you gotta let them eat it just for a split second. And part of that's because we're using braids, so we feel them hit it right away. But you know, they bump it, they hit it, you can kind of feel them suck it in and grab it. Just kind of bow your rod down, reel down, and by the time you lay into them, you know, they have it eaten by then. So just a little tip when throwing the flip and swim and you're swimming it. There we go. Got one. Nice fish, nice fish. Get up in here.
There you go.
Dude.
You hooked your hook.
What are the odds of that, man?
There you go.
Alright, dude. Here we go, man. Just hit one. We went a little ways without catching one. That's a fatty little 16 right there on the newgill. And what we're doing with these flip and swims, you know, we're casting them in there into the reeds, bringing them out, and you know, just bumping them through the reeds. And then once you come away from the reeds, if you don't got any, we're just slow rolling them back to the boat and just popping the rod every now and then just to give them a little flash, get the tail going. And but most of them right now are hitting right on the edge of the reeds when this is coming sliding through right on the edge. So get you some of that right there, buddy. Newgill, flip and swim.